Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another first look on the new Graviteam Tactics Iraq-Iran DLC. So if you like military strategy, tactics, or doctrine, this is definitely the place for you, so make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to be discussing our force composition as well as the ambush we just recently set up. So if you look over here on the right hand side, you're going to see we're going to drop 160 rounds of heavy artillery in this general area. What that's going to do, it's going to set up a little kill box for our units. We also activated our battle groups and sent in our reserve forces. So now if you take a look over here on the right hand side, we'll select our ATGMs. We have Iraqi ATGMs. We also have T-62s that are dug in defensive positions. Common Cold War tactic and Iraqi tactic. And we have anti-aircraft guns over here on the far right. My concern is, so these ATGMs, if we take a look at them real quick, we can see that their firing capabilities don't really start until around 1,000 meters. So if we draw our quick little line out here for this unit, we can see they're not really going to be effective until the unit gets in this general area. So anything below this ridge, also there's a lot of obstacles in our way. We see a lot of these berms and reverse slopes, foliage. This foliage over here that blocks a lot of our line of sight. We also have roads for vehicles to travel down to, waterways for infantry to cross. So what we've done is we've secured our left flank over here with a small contingent of T-62s that are dug in. We've also supported them with a command unit as well as anti-aircraft guns, which are located right here. If we take a look at these units aren't really effective against anything. Infantry up to 1,000 meters, which they're about out of range for that, maybe a bit further. Anti-tank at 50 meters, these aren't going to be engaging anti-tanks or tanks at 50 meters, so we're trying to keep them as far away as possible. Alright. We're not giving our units any additional orders. They're all in a defensive posture and defensive stance. We're about to have 160 rounds of heavy artillery fall into this little kill zone over here. As you can see, the computer has begun giving their units move orders. So we're going to have 60 rounds fall in this kill area, and then we're going to have 24 over here, and then another 60 rounds. That should allow enough time for the AI to be in position. So they're going to suffer heavy casualties from heavy artillery fire. So that's actually really exciting. I'm super excited for you guys to see that. Let's check our T-62s out as well. Our 24 HEs are preparing. And there you go. There's our first contact right here. This T-62's begun engaging the enemy. We have 60 rounds. We no longer have sight, and they're actually perfectly in this kill zone. So once our units stall these APCs and tanks, it's going to be super effective for us. I'm actually quite excited for you guys to see that. We have a lot of radio contact. We have enemy APCs over there. We can take a look at our penetration charts if we wanted. That's a terrible miss. Artillery strike, another miss. Alright, there's our penetration diagram. There we go. Unit was taken down easily. 2 rounds into that BMP. This is turn run 1. Here comes our artillery. 24 rounds. There we go. That's right on target. So if there's any infantry in this position, they're going to instantly get eliminated. These units don't have much line of sight on us. Our tanks are taking out that unit. The Iranians are having a tough time against our Iraqi defense. We're going to go scope out these units over here on the right hand side. Those infantry are here come our mortar fires right here, 58 firing. Oh, that's super cool. Look at those modern APCs. These infantry are easily going to be eliminated. We have what happened over here? I don't think our... Alright, 2 rounds right there. Oh, we've gotten some good hits way out in the distance. Look at that. These T-62s are doing really good. Oh, wow. That was a big explosion. It looks like the enemy's trying to take a path of least resistance. They're piling over here on this right-hand side. I'm not sure what kind of assault they're trying to pull. The AI looks to be avoiding that middle area. But our T-62s can easily, I mean, they're in a wide open field. If we click on this unit right here, this is the one that I believe firing. Oh, no ATGMs. Miss. Oh, whoa, where are they going? Goodbye. Oh, we've lost 2 units here in the back. Our mortars are still slowly falling. They're hammering this position. The infantry is really dispersing. It looks like the engineers back here have come under heavy fire. They've abandoned their vehicles. Right before here, this left flank's getting secured. We've eliminated a lot of units. The enemies are continuing to funnel into our little kill box. ATGM's away. Our ATGMs are doing work. Let's follow that. Go, 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 go. Is he gonna hit? Is he gonna hit? Is he gonna hit? That was a good hit. Oh my god. Oh, and it's leaking? Look at that perfect penetration. Another ATGM off. Oh no, don't. This is an Iranian ATGM flying across the field right now, going to hit one of our T-62s, which isn't good. Let's take a look. We have 1 unit reversing this unit that landed just short of our T-62. He's doing just fine. Our mortars are still slowing the enemy assault, as you can see right here. Our ATGMs are easily eliminating the force over there straight back, so we've actually forced them into a small corner over here, which has basically become a kill box for our T-62s. So this is perfect. We have lost a T-62. Looks like they abandoned it. I don't think it's immobilized or anything. ATGM flying across the field. Alright, this is hitting our secondary platoon, our left flank. Smokes up, should miss. I don't think it's going to hit anything. Solid miss. Our T-62s are doing a good job at funneling them into a kill box. Not quite sure who's retreating. Possibly these weakened these T-62s over here. This flank's falling apart. Looks like they were too close to the enemy units. Which isn't good for us, because this Iranian defense is doing pretty good, but it seems like they were just out pressured by this ATGM that's going on right here. What is this? This Iranian tank's really doing damage to us. That's not good. We need to eliminate that. This was a bad positioning on our end. That's not good. Especially with how far back the enemy is. We've essentially stopped this assault and funneled them into this corner, which is no fun for them. But it also puts them out of range from a lot of our tanks and allows them to hammer us from a good distance away, as you can see. They can't really push through this field because we're having a lot of artillery fall on it. As you see, we have another 46 rounds coming in. So even if they progress into this area, they're going to get hit with heavy artillery. We really need to take out this tank, which we can't. This tank's ideally in the perfect, absolute perfect spot, and he's just raining fire onto our tanks. So in the end, I think our artillery was good at suppressing everyone. ATGM out. Them javelins are doing work. Looks like that was short, so that's good for us. Alright, it looks like these units kind of rallied. Oh no, these units are doing okay. We need these units to return to their vehicles and rally. This unit needs it. We need to get a commander over here, in all honesty. Let's take a look. Yeah, if this unit if they would return to their vehicles here shortly once they get done panicking, we'll be much better off. I'm not sure why they're retreating from their position. They're really in a good defensive position. These vehicles aren't even destroyed. It looks like the crews just abandoned them, so that's not good for us. That's never good for anyone. So if you take a look, they're now entering the range of our other T-62s. This one's doing a really, really bad job at aiming. He keeps hitting the ground, as you can see. So even if these units actually effectively move up the road and into our kill zone even more, they're just going to be eliminated. So with these tanks were just positioned really well. APC firing ATGM. AI1, let's watch where this hits. And then we're gonna start our ceasefire and we're gonna accept it. Perfect. Landed short. 30 more seconds of combat. It's only going to turn out worse for these units because we have 40 units. Like if we click on this, all falling right here. So, right? So as they even move up this road, they're just going to come under indirect fire. So our fire rate's a bit slow, and it's also our accuracy is a bit off. I'm not sure if this is our IDF or if that is. So if we look over here on the right hand side, we eliminated almost half their force. We did lose 19% of ours. And just like we predicted, this IDF created a little kill box and held them off. We didn't know they were going to cluster all down here, which is unfortunate because they were able to get their tanks online and fire at us from this far away, these chiefs, which were super effective for them because they actually eliminated one of our whole columns over here. Right here. And they didn't eliminate, so let's click on these tanks. This one's destroyed. So we lost one tank right here. But if we click on this one right here, this one's just abandoned. It says destroyed, T-62 destroyed. But it looks like it's just abandoned because this one's only red right here. No crew. So this one's abandoned. This one's destroyed. And this one's broken. So we can repair those in the next conflict. Other than that, I don't think 2 T-62 losses, 3 T-62 losses is really comparable to the amount of forces they lost. I think we set up a perfect defense. We've judged our artillery and our IDF. This unit could have been positioned much better. Having this direct line of sight down this kill zone was definitely a disadvantage for us. Ideally, we could have placed them behind this shrubbery or along the sides of this. Even so, like this protects our left flank, this protects our forward flank, and as they move up the road and into position, we could have set up a much better kill zone. These units as well, over here, were a bit out of the road, but they were also, their flanks weren't really exposed because we have this berm right here that was protecting them. So this was actually a good positioning on our part. These T-62s could easily fire into this zone, and then they'd have first contact on the enemy as they come up these roads. And then these right here, this is actually a fantastic positioning for these ATGMs. We have this berm on our right-hand side. So any vehicle that would have entered along this road is actually within our distance to engage them and eliminate them. As you can see, We eliminated several enemy vehicles, and we actually eliminated vehicles as far out in the field. So overall, fantastic defense, and I'll catch you in the next episode.